Hi, this is Krishna Teja. I'm the co-founder for FresherBot. Today I'll demonstrate the assessment capabilities of the platform. So this one we are giving it as a white label solution. It has huge number of features, not necessary that you have to pick everything, but whatever is relevant to you, you can pick up those set of features. So, but for demonstration purpose, I'll walk you through everything that is possible. Here we go. So once the platform is deployed, everything in the platform, right from the point of colors, the way it looks, everything can be modified just for demonstration. So you can pick up any color. So these are the list of colors. And let's say I change it to modern and save it. Yeah, you see that the look and feel has been updated. So this is another variation. So one, the look and feel can be updated. Now coming to the assessments, you have the ability to create your own assessment. We give you three types. Anything which is falling under 20 minutes, we are doing it for free. So in the free, the security features are not there. But when it comes to pro type of an assessment, you have an option where shuffling of questions happen. And if somebody is moving away from the window, the test will be terminated. And few other restrictions are already there. Now, the advanced version has the AI capabilities. So if you want to ask any question with respect to audio, video, and anything related to AI, that falls into advanced. So three different levels. If we give it to you in the terms of per assessment, so in the chart, then this will be the pricing that might apply. But usually, whenever we white label it, this is by default there, and you're not charged on the type of assessment, rather duration or volume of usage. All right. So you can type in and create the test. It's pretty much like a Google form. You just fill in and the test will be ready. So this is like you're creating a test paper first. So once the test paper is ready, you can add the questions. So once your details are put in, this is how it looks like. Here you have an option where you can enter the sections. You can just keep on adding the number of sections you want. Then these are the questions. So you have various type of questions. The basic one is your MCQ, which is again pretty simple. Type in your question, options, answer, explanation, and boom, you're there. So we've already put in a lot of questions. So if you would like to try the test, so generally we share the link. So let me attend this test as a user. For this purpose, I'm opening in a different user account. This is a standard user account. So the first screen is basically the test description, test instructions. So here it's a proctored assessment, so the camera and mic has to be enabled. I'm not revealing my face. I've just hid it under my palm, so please don't mind. Yeah. And the test starts. Here you'll be able to see the candidate live video. And these are the questions. You can just keep on attempting all the questions. You can switch between the sections. You can have a clear tracker of what is attempted, what is not attempted. You can mark a few questions, like I would mark this particular question, 18th question. And you can see that 18th is marked, so I can go back and revisit and answer. So once all the questions are attempted, I can just confirm my submission and close it. So once the test is completed, you will see a screen. So in this test, we have kept the report as show no report. Therefore, it just says that your test has been completed. In the backend, you can see that now we have two reports. So here is the second candidate who has attempted the test. So you can see that this is how the final report of the candidate looks like. Now let me show you different type of tests what we do. So on a standard basis, these are the tests which are already there in the platform: and aptitude, programming, communication, personality, and type. So I'll start with the typing test. So number one thing you'll observe is once the candidates have completed the test, the students are automatically bucketed into different buckets. Like we have defined it as 80% above excellent, probably 60% above is good, and so on. This you can change it for every test based on your parameters, so that it's very easy to identify who has done well and who has not done well. Now, if you pick up a candidate, for this typing test, a question is flashed. The person has to type in or enter the whatever the prompt which is given as fast as possible, and we are trying to measure the words per minute and accuracy. So this is there for a couple of company screening tests where it's a customer specific role, they will check for the typing. Next, I would want to show you communication test. They're bucketed into different categories, and you pick up a candidate. Here we are trying to measure listening, reading, speaking, and writing. So listening, yeah, there's a audio script. It's an international script, international voice, and the candidate has to listen to it and answer the questions. Speaking, a candidate is asked to respond in a real-time case scenario. Here you can see that you have received a feedback from a client that they are unhappy with the service, and how do you respond? So candidate would speak.
Thank you for taking time to share your feedback. So,
whatever the candidate has said, AI would transcript the speech to text, and it measures on fluency, coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range, pronunciation, so that you accurately know whether the candidate spoke well or not. So coherence is more of a context, whether the candidate speak to the context. And it gives a clear feedback. AI will tell you like where exactly things are lacking and what is the thing they have to change. Reading is there's a passage, and you're supposed to respond on to certain questions based on the passage. Writing, again, there's a real-time case scenario. The candidate has to respond like a mail response. Here we are trying to check clarity, relevance, engagement, grammar, structure, and tone. Very important. Whether you are saying in a positive tone or a negative context, that's also calculated. So this becomes your communication test, very similar to Versant test conducted by Pearson. Then we have a personality test. It's like a psychometric test. Again, questions are of your choice. Now, in our case, what we have done is we also support role fitment matrix. Basically, you have created 4 sections. So collaborative synergies like collaboration, teamwork. Adaptive learning is about how quick person is adapting and learning. Operational efficiency is about operations, and intrinsic drive is more like a motivation. So we have created a series of questions based on these parameters. You can see a lot of detailing into what topics we have chosen. So questions are like, there's no one definitive answer. There's a weightage for each answer. So based on what they're responding, you put the weightage and accordingly calculate the score. Once the candidate attempts, what we do is, what are the different roles you want to measure that you can put in the JSON file. It will evaluate whether the candidate is good for that particular role or not. So basically, this is the expected result. This is the actual result what he got, whether it matched or not. If it's matching, then you get a score, a suitability segment score. Like here it is 10, here it is 7.5, and so on. Then we have the programming test. So again, sections are of your choice. Questions are also of your choice. In this case, we have used programming logic as one. Code debugging is the second. Problem solving. Problem solving is more of test case based questions. So as you can see, there are few output based questions. Then few are like, there's a question given and the candidate has to enter the answer. Based on that, we evaluate and give the score based on the test cases, how many get corrected. Then we have a aptitude test. So here the extra feature which I want to highlight is, assuming that you're not trying to check for multiple roles, there could be just one role which you are checking. So apart from the scoring, we also give you a fitment matrix, whether the candidate is fit for that particular role or not. Primarily used by the corporates, not necessary for a college level thing. For a college level, we give you a performance summary because sometimes it becomes hard for the candidate to interpret. So there are so many sections, so much of topics, there's so much of analysis. Not everybody will be able to interpret what is that thing, what is that they have to really work upon. So AI will summarize what are the things it has observed and where exactly the improvement has to happen. It will suggest. So there's an AI performance summary also integrated into the system. All this is customizable based on your question, based on the choices of which feature you want to use. Accordingly, the test will be customized and given it to you. Last and the most important thing which I would want to highlight is the Spectrum test. This is our flagship product wherein we test the candidate on all the different parameters: aptitude, communication, programming, personality, and typing in one shot. It's about 90 to 120 minutes of a test where you can think it like a diagnostic test which you will conduct in a college, where you can pinpointly give what are the roles he's suitable for, what is his skill in aptitude, communication, programming, personality, everything in one shot. You can give a clear insight to the college. So that's with the assessments part. Could be that this video is too much of information overload, but yeah, we wanted to give you the insight of what all things are there. Based on your packaging, we customize and we give it to you. Thank you.